David here, live with Michael here at the Sefer Torah in Caytak, Chabad of Troy. So Michael told me about this event, so came out. It's about 3 miles from my parents' house, 10-minute drive from my parents' house. This event in Caytak, Troy, Chabad, new Chabad. I don't think I have them on my YouTube channel yet.
We'll say the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'achiyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. So welcome everybody to the community celebration for the first Torah of East of Woodward, the first Torah for this community. Welcome everyone. Let's give everyone a round of applause. So we'll start off in a traditional way. We'll sing together, joining together as a community. Everyone that knows it, please join together. If you don't know it, you could hum along. But we'll start with Oseh Shalom. It's an easy one. It's an easy tune. Then we'll join together. Oseh Shalom b'mromav. Oh Yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oseh Shalom b'mromav. Oh Yaseh Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, amen. Hey Yaseh Shalom. Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Hey, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. So the Torah that we just finished is not just writing on parchment, it's not just words, it represents the Jewish tradition. It represents passing down Judaism from generation to generation. It represents passing the torch down from us to our children, to our grandchildren, from one generation to the next, keeping Judaism alive. So we're here today celebrating the Torah, of course, but we're here today celebrating the entire Judaism. We're here today celebrating the fact we're Jews, being proud of who we are and being proud of our religion, being proud of our background, and being inspired today and every day to continue to strengthen in who we are and being Jewish, being a better Jew, and to be a better human being. I want to call up, we'll say it all together, the Shema Yisrael, the Chazan, who during services, he leads us for some of the prayer, Rabbi Moshe Chaim to lead us in the prayer of Shema Yisrael.
Rabbi Kagan, David was study partners with Yosef Kagan, Rabbi Kagan's brother. What was that? The Sefer.
You with me?
Yes.
This is a new Jewish community forming here in the suburbs of Metro Detroit.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
So Rabbi Kagan here, who wrote the Sefer Torah, used to study with his brother Yosef Kagan. Father was the blessed memory, was the head of Chabad in Michigan. His brother used to come to the Splendor Rebbe Shomer Shabbos, so I studied with him tiny other texts for like half a year. And he's one of the first 2 or 3 Sefers here in Metro Detroit.
Thank you. And we'll say it all together. Put your right hand over your eyes as is customary. We'll say it all together. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Torah represents, as we explained, passing the torch down from the adults to the children, keeping Judaism alive, not just for the old guys like me, but for the children, like, as we'll see. So I'm going to ask Chaya Mushka to lead us in some verses, and she's going to lead. You're welcome to respond, but this is some verses to show the inspiration how Judaism is alive and well, alive and kicking on this side of town. So Chaya Mushka. Beautiful. Let's give her a round of applause for Chaya Mushka. Okay, so this Torah is a special Torah. First of all, it embodies everybody. Everybody took a part in it. Everybody took a part in dedicating it. So big round of applause to everybody here that took a part in dedicating and making this Torah happen. But just over a year ago, there was a very special person that gave the gift that made this happen, that enabled this Torah to happen. She took it upon herself when we were still in the infancy, where we didn't even have a synagogue yet, but she decided that she's going to give a very generous gift to make this Torah a reality. Joy, over a year ago, in March, at our opening, she saw the ark, and it was a beautiful ark, but she saw that it was empty. And she decided that she's going to give the gift to make the Torah happen. So let's give it a big round of applause for Joy Silverstein. Joy is someone that's a big supporter of the Jewish community here. Education, Jewish education, giving it over to the next generation is our real passion, and for that we have a special gift on behalf of the entire Jewish community for Joy. So Joy, if you want to come up. Chana, you come. So this is a candlestick that the Rebbe's wife, the Rebbitzin, used to light. It's a replica, it's not the exact one. And here's a special box which inscribed in it, it says, "In honor of Joy Silverstein, a beacon of light in our Jewish community, from your family at the Chabad Jewish Center of Troy." So thank you, Joy. A picture. So I'd like to ask Joy to share a few words.
Welcome. Today we gather to celebrate. Okay, start over. Welcome. Today we gather to celebrate a significant milestone in our community. It is with immense gratitude and joy that I have the honor of dedicating the Torah to our Chabad house and to the community. The occasion has profound meaning to me, one that is both deeply personal and heartfelt. When I first started attending Saturday services, I was surprised to learn that the center did not have its own Torah. It was in that moment that I decided that this would become my mission, to dedicate a Torah to the Chabad of Troy. For me, this mitzvah represents my unwavering commitment to my faith. For thousands of years, the Torah has been the glue that has kept the Jewish spirit alive. I hope that this dedication will inspire and ignite future generations to preserve our traditions and continue to pass them on. I chose to entrust this Torah to the Chabad house because of the incredible work Rabbi Menachem and his wonderful wife, Chana, do for our community. They provide endless comfort and spiritual guidance by bringing people together in their pursuit of knowledge and spirituality. It is my hope that this Torah will inspire more individuals from all walks of life, transcending barriers and reminding us of our shared humanity. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to Chabad for helping me rediscover my passion and beliefs in Judaism. The Chabad of Troy has become a second home to me, where I truly belong. Special thanks to my family and friends who have supported me in my journey and are among us today, and also those who could not be here in person. I would like to mention that years ago, this brings back memories of going to shul with my Rabbi every Saturday and going to Masiba Shabbos. So this dedication has a very personal meaning to me. And may this community Torah serve as a constant reminder of our shared journey and our responsibility to pass on the Torah of Judaism in future generations. Hachnasat Sefer Torah is a celebration that happens so seldom that we should embrace today and be proud to be part of this coveted moment. May we be blessed in our future endeavors and celebrate with great festivity. I am proud to support Rabbi Menachem and Chana, and I encourage everyone here to do so as well. Thank you.
So to give the priestly blessing, as is customary at a Jewish event, I want to honor a dear friend, Dr. Spitz, and I want to give everyone a blessing that you should never need his services. But I want to give Dr. Spitz a blessing for long life, good years, only healthy years. Dr. Spitz is 96 years young, and he should only go until we're upping the age of 140 for Dr. Spitz.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, before I give the prayer that I was asked to read to you, I want you to know a few things about me. And what I'm trying to tell you is, I grew up in Israel. I spent 26 years in Israel before I came to America. Why did I come here? Because in Israel, where I worked was at the medical examiner's office between Jaffa and Tel Aviv. And in 7 years that I worked there, but I worked there longer, but in the first 7 years, I had 1 homicide. Then I came to America at the invitation of the medical examiner's office in Baltimore, Maryland. And I had 15 on the first day. My profession almost demands that somebody with experience become the medical examiner in the medical examiner's office. And I enjoyed that one day because it was professionally handled. Came to America, and as you know by reading the papers, that is a Masoret, a tradition that is be handled correctly. And so this is what I wanted you to know. The prayer is, may God bless you, and may God guard you. Say Amen. May God shine His light on you. And shine His shine His grace on you. Say Amen. May God turn to you, on you, and avoid you. Shalom. Shalom in Israel, if you probably know, is peace, but it is used when you come and when you go. You always use shalom. And I want you to know that this is not by coincidence. There is still not complete shalom in Israel. And hopefully in your time and in my time, we will celebrate Israel at every opportunity with shalom.
Okay, so now we'll get to the lifting of the Torah ceremony as we celebrate the Torah. But before that, I just want to give a shout out to a couple people that dedicated certain parts of the Torah. This beautiful choshen, the breastplate which goes on the Torah, was dedicated by Mark Pasek. If you could please come up with Julie and her daughter, if you could come up as well as this.
I got it.
Yad, the hand, which will point at the Torah, was donated by Marshall Serlin in honor of his parents. Marshall, if you could come up with your sister, who came from New York. And as well as if Aaron and Corey and Amy and the entire Silverstein family could come up as we will lift up the Torah. Also, for the Torah, the Torah plates was sponsored by the Colin family. I want to ask Lucy, who's representing Adam and the entire family, to come up as well. Before we actually lift the Torah, which Corey will do, I want to ask Mark to share a few words to everybody.
Rabbi, thank you. I'll tell you, what a great honor being here as part of all this. I moved to Michigan about 35 years ago, and when I first moved here, I wanted to move to a Jewish community, so I moved to West Bloomfield, and there's a lot of synagogues there, and I belonged to a synagogue there. My kids were bat mitzvahed in a synagogue there, and a few years later, I found myself moving to the east side of town, east of Woodward, as the rabbi would say, and I found myself moving to Sterling Heights, and I remember my parents. Now my parents lived in Chicago at the time, and they're still alive. They're 85 years old, and I wish they were able to be here today. But they said to me, "Why do I want to move to Sterling Heights? Are there any Jews in Sterling Heights?" And I told them I wasn't sure, but I know that with me being there, there'd be at least one. And so a number of years later, the rabbi knocked on my door, and I realized I'm not the only Jew in Sterling Heights. I don't have to drive 25, 30 miles to go to a synagogue. And the other thing that I found is because of the rabbi, we have an entire community here. And so now I'm proud to tell my parents that I live in a Jewish community. And I just couldn't be any prouder to see us now have our own Torah. And Joy, thank you for making that happen. And I'm just so proud to be part of every bit of this. So the rabbi talks about the children, and we do this to pass on to our children. And I see, one thing I'm going to say that, just one last thing. I dedicated this breastplate to my parents, because I remember when they brought me up as a child, they made sure that Judaism was important. I belonged to United Synagogue Youth when I was young, and I had opportunities created for me. Now as a community, we're creating these opportunities for all the children that we have now. So they know the same future that a lot of us have had, and they will have a Torah to read from, and everything to just pass on to their children as they continue to grow. So I dedicate this breastplate to my parents for all that they've taught me with family, love, friendship, and Judaism. And to that, I pass that on to everybody here and all the children here to pass on to their kids in the future. So, Rabbi, thank you, and to everybody in the community, thank you for all making this happen.
Okay, so we'll ask Corey to lead us with the Hagba. When he lifts up the Torah, we'll say the traditional verse which is said. Let's just pray that he does. No, I was just kidding. He's going to do a great job. Yeah. No. When after Kobe lifts it out, we're going to ask Kobe, who just celebrated his bar mitzvah, Mazel Tov Kobe, to do the Galila. Let's go. Bezos HaTorah Sher Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael. Please rise. Eitz Chaim Hi L'Machazikim Ba V'Saimche HaMeushar Teracheha Tarchei Nayam V'Chol Nesivai Shalom Hayrech Yamim Bivinam B'Yisrael Asher B'Chabad. Hey, so we're gonna ask Kobe to be.
Baruch Hashem, you have it. nobody watching.
And
but
is Avram here?
put this
Here,
up for
you'll put on the crown. But you'll see,
good tidings, and I would say future document. We're doing a public park in Caytak. I guess as the rabbi said, the congregation, I'm not sure if it has a permanent home, maybe it does, but we're doing it in a public park. Maybe 150 people there, decent crowd. Really, Oakland County has about probably 10% Jews
Mark
in all the
put on
areas.
the breastplate.
Even Macomb County has a few thousand Jews, but Oakland County, even the areas that have no synagogue, probably have about 10% Jewish.
Marshall, put on the crown.
However, half of Oakland County has no organized Jewry, no synagogues. Hence Chabad. Keep on setting up new Chabad houses. Caytak, Pine Knob used to be the home of the Pistons here in Auburn Hills, where this Sefer Torah is.
And we'll all join together. So we're gonna meet on by right on top. We're gonna be by the canopy. We're gonna dance together as a community as we welcome in the Torah. We're gonna sing together. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, and Mazel Tov, and Siman Tov. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov. Yeh lanu, yeh lanu, yeh lanu. We're all gonna. Okay, so everyone will follow the Torah to. No, you can go around here. Everyone will follow the Torah. The children, if you want to hold a torch, and it's all about passing the torch, please go to the box. You can hold the torch, and you're gonna be part of the procession. We're gonna join up on top by the chuppah.
In Maimonides' 13 principles, the Torah we have in front of us is the same Torah that was given to Moses, unbroken tradition, God's law, written by a scribe. Rabbi Shem Tov. I'm not sure if he's the father-in-law of this rabbi or exact relationship. So we dance with the Torah a little bit, and I'll probably head out of here. Are you busy this week? Gershon.
Oh, what a surprise! An unexpected pledge. Shalom Aleichem.
Mr. Shem, good to see you.
Friend for a while before COVID, like way before COVID. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, Brother Shem, you brought your clarinet?
Actually, not. Amazing you asked. I actually was thinking to pull out of my and I forgot. So
I'm living out in this area now.
you're living in this area now?
But not this far out, but in Bloomfield.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, Brother Shem, good to see you.
You too. Let's look around.
My new buddy, Michael.
I do not. Nice to meet you, Michael. Nice to have you.
Talented musician. He does a lot of the weddings in Oak Park.
Oh, nice.
Keyboard, he plays the clarinet.
Very cool.
Come on, baby, I'm right here. Come on. Oh, I've got her. Okay.
Okay, so Baruch Hashem, we got Jamie here, same from the downtown synagogue. You can see some of the photos from Detroit. Those were taken by Jamie Feldman. He's a doctor or a dental surgeon of some sort, but took photographs for a lot of people in the Jewish community. And we have music or chanting. Looks like we got music. I'll probably set the keyboard, play the keyboard from the back of the truck. Do you dance with the Torah? It's a Simcha. It's like, do you celebrate Simchas Torah? Simchas Torah is the last day of Sukkah, the celebration, the completion of the cycle of reading the Torah. So every year you have Sukkah. Rosh Hashanah is the new year, Yom Kippur, and then the end of the Torah is finished on the last day of Sukkah. And then there's the holiday called Simchas Torah, where you celebrate the completion of the cycle and then start reading it again. So it's like Simchas Torah, dancing, happy with the Torah. So we're talking about fear of God, but to emphasize that we're happy that God, even though the law is strict and there's fear of punishment and serious, so we're happy that God gave us the law. And so it's a big celebration, so dancing and music.
Over here, so you're not in the crowd.
I might bounce in the middle of this. Are you busy this week? I'll message you if you want to have more at the library. I do appreciate your help today.
So we'll start out together while the mic is being set, and while they're putting the music together, using the generator, the bunch of yeshiva boys, we have the best, we have the best right with me. So we'll start together. Hine matzah, hine matzah, u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzah u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzah, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzah, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzah u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matzah u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hava nagila, hava nagila, hava nagila be'mitzvah. Hava neranena, hava neranena, hava neranena be'mitzvah. Hava neranena, hava neranena, hava neranena be'mitzvah. Nagila hava, nagila hava, nagila ben hava, nagila hava, nagila hava, nagila ben. So hold the four panels to push in the head. I want honor Bruce to hold one panel. I'm on the one honor Steven to hold the other panel. Is Ted here? Ted? What? Oh, Ted, can you now hold another panel? And to hold the fourth panel, I want to honor Brad and his boys to hold the fourth panel to lead us in the song. Holding the panel, we'll join together as we celebrate the new Torah, as we celebrate Judaism is alive and well, as we celebrate our heritage and our community. So, are we ready to go? Mayor, are we ready to go? One second. So, we'll sing another song as we're getting ready to go. We'll sing it to get us into the mood. Adon Olam. Lam asher mala b'terem kol yisur nivra li'esh nasav v'chetzochol azar melech As we gonna go Holy Torah, everyone's invited to come and carry it as we continue to bring it to the Chabados. So Corey's holding it now as we continue to dance to the Chabados. You're invited to have a turn to carry the Torah as we welcome it and bring it to its new home. Tayras Hashem Temima, Tayras Hashem Temima, Tayras Hashem Temima, Meshivas Nafesh, Tayras Hashem Temima, Tayras Hashem Temima.
No, I want to be right behind you.
Hashem Temima.
They'll get it. The music coming, big celebration here, bringing Torah to a place where Torah has never been brought before. So like I said, it's probably about 10% Jewish here, so a good amount of Jews in this area, although it's not the area where the synagogue is, probably 5 miles from here. But no synagogues within a good 5 miles of here. Rosh 11, Chabad rabbis from various places.
There we go. There you go. Bang. Mazel tov, simen tov, hey lanu. Hey simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, simen tov, hey lanu. Hey lanu, Olecha Yisrael. Hey lanu, Olecha Yisrael, Yehelanu, Olecha Yisrael. ולכל ישראל. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב. טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב יהיה לנו. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב. מזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב יהיה לנו. יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו, ולכל ישראל. 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 עושה שלום במרומיו, יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום, שלום, שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום, שלום, שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום, שלום, שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום עליכם, הבאנו שלום, שלום. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי, עם ישראל. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה ונשמחה ובאהבה. נגילה אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה ונשמחה. אהבה נרננה, אהבה נרננה, אהבה נרננה ונשמחה. אהבה נרננה, אהבה נרננה, אהבה נרננה ונשמחה. אחים ולאחים לב שמח, ולאחים לב שמח, ולאחים לב שמח. היי ולאחים, ולאחים לב שמח, ולאחים לב שמח. ולאחים לב שמח, אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה ונשמחה ואהבה. נגילה אהבה, נגילה אהבה, נגילה ונשמחה. To recall, have no fear. And the main thing is to recall and have no fear at all. God, God, love, live, fuck, it, love, live, fuck, it, love, it. God, God, love, live, fuck, it, love, it. God, love, live, fuck, it, love, live, fuck, it, love, it. Live, fuck, it, love, but the main thing is to recall, have no fear. Have no fear at all, but the main thing is to recall. Have no fear at all. Tinei matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Tinei matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Tinei matov, la 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 la. Tinei matov, la 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 la. Shevet achim gam yachad, hinei matov, hinei matov, la 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 la. Hinei matov, hinei matov, la 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 la. Mayai hinei matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad, hinei matov umanayim, shevet achim gam yachad, hinei matov, hinei matov, la 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 la. Hinei matov. Matovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad, hinei matovu manayim. Sisu v'simcha v'simchas Torah, usnu kavod l'Torah. Sisu v'simcha v'simchas Torah, usnu kavod l'Torah. Why? Hey, yada bidi rai, didi rai, didi rai, didi rai, didi rai, didi rai. Hey, yada bidi rai, didi rai, didi rai, didi rai, didi rai. Sisu v'simcha v'simchas Torah, usnu kavod l'Torah. Bam, Yes, see, I remember. Nice, long time no see you.
Hey
only getting stronger, but everyone's welcome to enjoy some l'chaim, enjoy some food. But we're going to do, as is customary, as we celebrate the Torah, we're going to say the Ata Reisa, celebrating the fact that Judaism belongs to us. And it's not something that belongs to our forefathers. It's something that has relevance to our day, to day-to-day life. So there's a couple of verses in the Ata Reisa, if you're able to... What? This is cracking. I lost my voice. L'chaim. First of all, a big shout out to my mother that came all the way from Ottawa. That was instrumental in making this happen, so thank you. And also to my brother-in-law that came from Chicago, and to everyone else here that came to celebrate. Okay, so we'll say the first pasuk of Ata Reisa, and then we'll say it all together. The first pasuk I want to dedicate to the Rebbe, to the Lubavitcher Rebbe, whose inspiration in what we all do and everything that happens here is due to his blessings and due to his guidance. So we're going to dedicate the first pasuk of Ata Reisa to the Rebbe. Ata Reisa ladas ki Adonai hu Elohim einoid milvadai. So continue. I want to honor to do the rest of the Ata Reisas. I want to honor my father-in-law, who's a big mentor, in continuing to do the rest of the Ata Reisas, and we'll repeat after him.
Li'yesei niflois kedelis levadai, ki li'yelam chasdai. Ein kameicha v'aleihim Adonai, v'yein kemasecha. Yehi cheved Adonai li'yelam, yismach Adonai b'maisav. Yehi Shem Adonai meverach, me'ata v'yad olam. Yehi Adonai Eloheinu imanu, kasher haya im aveseinu, al yazveinu v'al yitcheinu. V'yimiru eisheinu leheyisheinu, v'kaptzeinu v'atzileinu min hagoyim, laheides l'shem kodshecha, l'ishtabeach b'silasecha. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimleich li'olam voed. Adonai is li'ama yitein. Adonai yivarech es amei v'sholem. V'yihu na'amoreinu l'ratzein lifnei yadein kel. Vayhi ben sayarim v'yemer Moshe, kumo Adonai v'yafutu eivecha, v'yarusu misanecha mipanecha.
So you're suggesting that we take it away?
Kumo Adonai l'mnuchasecha, ata v'areinu zecha. Kayanecha yilbishu tzedek, v'chasidecha yiraneinu. Ba'avur David avdecha, al toshev p'nei Mashichecha. K'yomar b'yom hahu hine Eloheinu zeh kivinu lo v'yeshienu, zeh Adonai kivinu lo nagila v'nismecha b'yeshuasei. Malchuscha malchus kol olamim, u'memshaltecha b'chol der v'dein. Ki mitziya in teitzei seira, udvar Adonai mirushalayim.
Tzion Teitzei Torah Odvar Hashem Yerushalayim Tzion Teitzei Torah Hashem Yerushalayim Tzion Teitzei Torah Odvar Hashem Yerushalayim.
Everyone's welcome to continue to dance as we continue to celebrate the Torah.
We've seen some of them, they're nice. I've enjoyed it. Over 10 years ago. Wow. Yeah, some of them are going around. You do a good job. My dad is doctor's office in Paris. Nice. You know Rabbi Menachem? Rabbi Caytak? Rabbi in Troy? I know who he is, but no, yeah. He's doing good work. Yeah, he's amazing. How are you? Mazel tov. Okay, Dave Kelvin. Yes. No, Ana Hashem Hashem and go around. You're doing it right now?
Straddle the Torah for
Oh.
Okay, one second.
the back hurts.
Of
You
course.
can't dance with it because it's back.
Of course, man.
Just want to hold it.
One second. Where's the rabbit? What? What is this? What? Oh, no, Hashem. No, do it with the mic. Okay. And with Hashem's name. Go.
No.
Do a quick. If you can do it. Hashem, Hashem. Alei Aruch Eishiana, Ve'chen Levaveis Hatzlichana, Deil Chazakanenu V'yem Kareinu. Aneinu V'yem Kareinu, Aneinu V'yem Kareinu, Aneinu V'yem Kareinu. Aneinu V'yem Kareinu. Here's a nickel.
Jacob's is our
That's 0. Martin has me about half a base. David Tzedakah Yisayshiyana, Other Buvushay Hatzlichana, Vasik Chazdaneinu V'yem Kareinu. Now go around the. You're supposed to have a circle.
Zach v'yashar ha'ishiana, Choy meldalim hatzlichana, Choy u'meitz v'aneinu v'yayim kareinu,
Yedei machshavos ha'ishiana, Aber v'noir hatzlichana, Leivish l'okes aneinu v'yem kareinu, Leivish l'okes aneinu v'yem kareinu, Aneinu v'yem kareinu,
Dalim,
Kadesh v'nayra Shiana Rachom v'chanon Hatztichana Shaimer Habrisanenu V'yoyim Pareinu Shaimer Temimim Haishiana Shiana Akiflad Hatztichana Ashrechem Yisrael Ashrechem Yisrael
Ashrechem
Yisrael
Ashrechem Yisrael
Ashrechem Yisrael Asher Bochar Bochem V'Chelchem Atayra Midbar Matanos
thank God. Great event. Sefer Torah, bringing Torah to an area that did not have Torah before. So, Baruch Hashem, Chabad, expanding. One of Rabbi Shem Tov's son-in-laws over the last few years. I don't know that well, but looks like he's done quite a bit out here in this community, built up quite a few people. Sefer Torah. In fact, looks like this is actually one of the more successful Chabad programs, even though it's a little bit further out. So, great work with that. And you'll see how quick that we can make a minyan. Shavuos is next week, Thursday night is the first night of Shavuos. People have been saying the Omer, the 49th night, and then the Omer, the 50th night, is Shavuos. So that will be coming up this Thursday night. So thanks to Michael, told me about this event. Thanks, Michael. So I mentioned the old Mount Clemens Beit Tefillah Moshe in Mount Clemens, which has an interesting history that had actually been an Orthodox synagogue like 100 years back. One of the earlier synagogues in Michigan, whatever reason, Mount Clemens had an Orthodox synagogue in it that fell apart and decided to switch to conservative, and there was actually a lawsuit trying to prevent it from switching conservative. The guy Borg Litvin, I mentioned, I have his books on conversion in Israel on the Mechitza, and he actually took it to the Michigan Supreme Court and won that they were not allowed to switch it to conservative. And however, the synagogue fell apart, so the court case prevented the removal of the Mechitza from going from Orthodox to conservative, and then the congregation fell apart, and they eventually tried to sell the building, and eventually they remade the congregation. So in St. Clair Shores, in this area, there is that one synagogue, Beit Tefillah of Moses, as a Sabbath minyan. I think Michael told me like the majority are converts. So there's a small community there. In Macomb County, there's about 2,000 Jews. Oakland County, this area, in like Troy, there's still probably like, I wouldn't be surprised if Troy's like 10% Jewish. There's a big Asian community in Troy now, like Chinese, Indian, and but almost everywhere in Oakland County has a large amount of Jews. So Oakland University, Rabbi Caytak, I believe his name is, Rabbi Shem Tov's son-in-law, the Rabbi Shem Tov of the Shul's granddaughter's husband, the rabbi of the Friendship Circle, son-in-law, has been very successful here, probably one of the most successful outreach of the various Chabad movements in Metro Detroit. So it's got a Sefer Torah, a congregation, events, so I assume they'll have the Shavuos services, and so God bless, happy to come out and share the Simchas Torah celebration. So time to get home. Didn't eat yet today. Flower Day was earlier today, so I had been Eastern Market for Flower Day. I bought flowers and had planted flowers at my house in Southfield and a few at my parents' house in Bloomfield Hills. So this is about 3 miles from my parents' house. And my father actually had a patient that goes to Rabbi Caytak. His doctor's office is out in Macomb County, but so somewhat near my parents' house. It was about a 10-minute drive, 3 miles, but took about 10 minutes to get here. So God bless, great event. Good to see Chabad doing well. Good to celebrate the community. And I'll be back hopefully 7 o'clock for a weekend review. Eat something, maybe I'll order Jerusalem pizza. And tomorrow is the Automate Conference. So tomorrow in Detroit at Huntington arena, the Oak Kobo Hall. I will live stream from the Automate conference. That should be really exciting. That's all the robotic equipment and stuff like that. So, hey Gleb, thanks for tuning in. Sorry, I didn't see any of these comments. I just saw you said something on my cell phone. I'm not even sure I could see your comments. Yeah, Lubavitcher's, going strong, keeping it up. So, this is pretty far out into the suburbs. This is already by like 20 miles out of Detroit. So this is still within, like, it's a good 10, 15 miles away from the heart of the Jewish community. And so, they're spreading out. Chabad's doing good work. So this is a full 15 miles out, but it's saying like Oakland County, Wayne County is where Detroit is. Oakland County is the higher socioeconomic suburb. You also have Washington County where Ann Arbor is. But Oakland County is like the economic powerhouse, and the majority of the Jews live in Oakland County. Of like, I think the statistics, almost like 90% of the Jews who live in Michigan live in Oakland County. So even out here where it's far away from the center of the Jewish community, there's no real synagogues out here, it still might be 10% Jewish. So, the new rabbi has had a lot of success getting people to come to his event. And, I recorded the speeches at the beginning. The woman who decided to donate the Sefer Torah, there was an Israeli doctor and another doctor. And, whatever people, Jewish people came to Michigan for economic, success, or just a nice area to live. And probably were not super involved in Judaism until Chabad came around, and so the rabbis got people excited about Judaism, participate in Jewish life, and God bless them for doing that. And so signing off. Be back with a week in review about 7 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and good work to Chabad, and congratulations to the Troy, Auburn Hills, this area Jewish community.